So it is March 31st, 2025, and taking a little walk around of the property just to see what's blooming and what's not. You know, a lot of those foraging in the desert videos don't really have a date associated with them, which I think is kind of important, because if you want to go forage on your property or in the desert, it's important to know what's available at any given time. And I remember being really excited to try the yucca, the buds, you know, when I came out here. And I moved in August, and I don't know, maybe I missed it. Maybe it's a spring thing. And so looking around at the yucca, they still haven't leafed out. It's March 31st. So I didn't expect them to leaf out. I expected there to be maybe some fruit, you know, from the pods, but there's nothing on there. And there's still stalks on all these yucca. So it might take maybe another week or two. There's yucca in town that are starting to bloom, but I think they get more water. These ones I don't irrigate my yucca. So as you can see, they're still alive, but have not put out any stalks yet. Some of them, it seems like they've lost the old stalks. But like you know, this one still has it. Probably remove it pretty easily. Oh no, that one's still on there, pretty good. I don't want to mess with that. But what's really cool is these ocotillo or ocotillo. I'm still not sure how to pronounce that. If anyone has an idea on what the correct way is, that'd be highly appreciated. Man, they're so pretty. And it rained last week on Wednesday night, and so they're just starting to leaf out. But yeah, look at that beautiful flower. And I actually took some of those buds off these trees, and I put them in a salt brine, and I tried to make like a caper, like a little caper berry, you know, substitute. Not even substitute, just something like that I could use maybe on salads or as a garnish. I'm still waiting for that to finish. I did give it the 3 days at room temp, and now they're in the fridge kind of curing. But yeah, the ocotillo flower is itself, I think, is, you know, people mention it's good in a tea. I'm gonna make some ocotillo popsicles tomorrow. So I'm gonna use some agave nectar, maybe a little lime juice, and bring those to pizza night at one of my friends' places. So really excited to do that. But yeah, they're all over. These ocotillo are just dotting the landscape, and they're beautiful. And so grateful the rain came, because they're gonna leaf out at the same time they're flowering. Yeah, this one's still, you can barely, yeah, they're just tiny little leaves coming out. But from what I understand, the ocotillo will leaf out when it rains and then drop the leaves after a certain amount of time. So I'm curious how that timing works. But it's Monday night, and it rained on Wednesday night, so it takes about 5 days to start the leaf out process. Probably a week until they're fully out. We'll see. I'll update y'all as we do that. But the creosote are still, you know, still seem like they're kind of in their winter hibernation. They're not, you know, they're not that dark green that you see in the summer. They do hold on to their leaves, so, you know, they're just kind of, I think, maybe waiting for a little more rain. I don't know. We'll see. But the mesquite are fully leafed out and flowering. So I'm really hoping to get those pods in, I think June or July is when they'll be ready. And I can't wait I want to make like a, you know, like a mesquite coffee drink quote unquote. I want to try and mill it and make, you know, bread or flatbread with it. And also I'd really like to try to make a drink with it. So maybe make a, you know, boil it down to get a syrup and make a drink with that syrup. So I'm really excited for those. And I have tons of mesquite. I mean, they're, as a lot of people do out here, they're everywhere. So that will be bountiful. But yeah, we have, oh yeah, these are leafing out pretty well, this ocotillo. There's a little pencil cholla down there. Yeah, these leaves are a little bigger than the other ones. And there's another tree here that I believe it's the guayacan or guayacum. I'm still learning all the trees out here, but it produces a really pretty flower. It's purple. I don't know if I see one right around here, but lotebush is another. I think it's going to be one of my favorites. It produces a berry, edible berry, also known as gray thorn. That's right here. That's leafing out. Yeah, just tiny little leaves. And they're not really, like, they're kind of branches, I guess. They're not, I don't know if they're technically thorns. So they're not super sharp compared to some of the other bushes out here. But yeah, they're just starting to fruit. I don't think this isn't a great example of the fruit. I can see if we can find another one. But initially when I moved here, I thought, oh, I'm gonna plant all these, you know, berry bushes, and I started looking around. I'm like, oh, I already have tons of established berry bushes that know how to handle the desert, which is really important. Oh yeah, here they're a little bit bigger. See that? And right down here too, over there. Yeah, so this one looks like it'll be good. But apparently the harvest window is short on these because the birds go nuts. So I'd like to share with them. And yeah, we're hitting probably 7:30, maybe 7:45. Still got plenty of light. And desert hackberry is another one I'm really looking forward to. That's this right here. Still hasn't leafed out. In fact, it's clinging on to its leaves from last year still. And then I'm forgetting the name of this one, but I believe this is, it's like similar to a goji berry. And it's leafing out. So I got two different berry bushes right there together. I think that's awesome. I'm so excited to harvest some of those. So those are the three main. There's the desert hackberry, the lotebush, and the other one, it's not dragonberry. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I gotta look it up. But really excited for that. Another creosote bush. And this is the other side of that gray thorn lotebush. You can just see like these trees also, you know, when they lip down all their leaves, that's good mulch, organic matter. And the grasses too.